But until we learn that there's another way and that we can align those aspects, then we can start to move forward in any direction that guides us in peace and joy and harmony. So we can create these circumstances within us. And today we're going to create the correct conditions through Reiki to allow it to be so for the highest good of all. Yes?
Can we add fear on the side of opposite to love? Because I'm a student of the Course and very close, and what really helps me, if I can see that it's the opposite is love, that I have tools to choose to let it go. But until I use my tools, I'm in fear and not in the love. So I can waste my time and even be resentful of an action by a family member, or love that they're my family and sort of choose to love them in the situation. And then I can, do something different than be pissed off.
Yeah. I love it.
I have to have tools. I have to write it down. I have to really practice with myself. Otherwise, I just get pissed off.
And I think that's it. Practice.
Yeah.
Whatever your practice is, A Course in Miracles, chanting, Buddhism, Reiki,
All of
meditation.
them.
All of them.
All of them.
Ultimately, but at least to choose that as a starter. Yes, please.
I'm just going on what Olga was saying with the submerging the toy. Maybe the two sides of that would be weighed down and buoyant would be like a good way.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. In another teaching that I shared that we're not going into today, but everything has gravity or levitative qualities. Every word, every feeling, every emotion connects us to the greater, the mother lode of that word, feeling, emotion, which in turn, every person, place, or thing throughout all time, space, and dimensions is connected to. So if you imagine, when I choose any of these forgiveness qualities, I'm not only plugging into whatever I might think understanding is, or just choosing it as a word or as a frequency right now to be with. When I fully surrender and give myself to that, which is another good word for forgiveness, right? Surrender. And give myself to that. I'm not only connecting with what I think understanding might be, but with the greater aspect of understanding that all minds, hearts, and beings have put to definition, to consideration in that way. And all the light aspects of that serve my levitation away from the gravitation or the gravity of these aspects. So your higher self is already reading my book, I think. But no, it's beautiful, it's very pertinent, it's absolutely right on. Our teacher today in Course in Miracles was saying, when you're in love, you got the rose-colored glasses on and you're, like, the whole place could be blowing up and you're like, isn't it great? Oh my God! You don't see the woes of the world in the same way. Maybe you see them, maybe you don't. But they don't have such a heavy impact on you, yeah.
I was thinking of everything you're talking about, and the idea of what you were saying, you have to have reminders and practices because we have habits. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about breaking the habit of the weighty things and nurturing the other habit, which isn't quite so strong.
Right. Changing habits.
Anything that will trigger the memory of the new habit you're going to have, like lists or situations to remind us, because, depending on what you believe, from a Buddhist perspective, you have eons of lifetimes of suffering. That's your habit.
Yeah. Becoming passionate about your habits and steering them in a way that bring you joy and lightness of being and happiness, and allow your body to reflect that in its buoyant health. Yeah.
I also feel that we have to get to a point where we want to read I'm going to use a spiritual word, renunciation, because we have to renunciate those things. And we have to say, I am through being sad, I am through being victim, I am through being angry, whatever else is on that list, enough so that you just, as being that person underwater, the only thing they need is air. But that is the main thing. That I'm not gonna carry the suffering or whatever that story was forward anymore. Bye. But until we have that personal connection with ourselves and you know, in that private talk, it was
It's funny, because when she's talking, I was thinking about in some Native American traditions, when you want a divorce, you put everything out and say, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you. And that's it.
Really
You're
boring.
Raise your divorce. And then, you know, it's like, okay, we can say, okay, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you. You know, and then the process will start. So you have to make a declaration.
It's most potent, I find that way. There's other healers that will say there's different ways of doing that, where they'll do it for you, but I am game with you ladies. It's most potent when you come to that realization yourself. There's an ayahuasca trip in Peru where the shaman will puke for you. Puke for yourself.
Yeah.
But it's like that, absolutely, to have that clarity. But we all get there at different points and different aspects, you know. So, anyone else before we complete?
I've had my year. I'd like to add on their separation on that resentment thing, because separation.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, it's on, yeah, that's the, I think I said. Yeah, I'm trying to. Anyway, but I say, I'm always saying to myself and everybody, when you put the pebble in the pond, excuse me, we're all connected. You know, and I think that so many of the words over there is because we separated instead of connecting to our soul and everybody around us. And I heard this way, this is my wisdom a long time ago, there but from the grace of God go I. And that's a really important thing, because if I'm judging,
You're instantly creating separation consciousness versus unity
so
consciousness.
so the judgment does that. And I got that so early that even if there's a homeless person, I never pass them by. I always look at them. Or give money if I have to, you know. But to see them, we all want to be seen.
Right. So in that way, you're in your own way, and in through that exercise, you're extending a continuation of unity consciousness through yourself, and just wherever that, like that ripple in that pond, however that moves forward and moves out through all beings.
In my two learnings of my wisdom here, when I got I wasn't in charge, oh my gosh, it was so relief.
Yes.
Favorite one, I don't have all the information, so you can't be judging.
Yes. Any final thoughts before we move on?
I had the same thing. If you don't know anything, coming from that place, something I read was, "I know nothing. I know nothing. No thing. I know nothing." Spelled 3 different ways, but that was a mantra of mine, and it was calling me.
That's fabulous.
Why I feel like saying this. I feel that I have to have an answer, and where it's strong, you know, I have to give an answer because it's part of my job. So I still have a pattern. That thing was going to let go off. A habit. That's it. I didn't remember the word. A needing to say something. And then in my job, I learned really to say nothing. Like that. But that habit is still there, because my mouth wants to give an answer, and regardless of what situation it is, I don't have to be quiet. And that's a habit that I need to have something to sort of, or just maybe smile. But I do definitely think it's done with more careers I've had, that I was expected to have an answer.
Yeah, and I didn't have your careers, but I feel like I know everything.
Yeah.
And after like almost 20 years of being a healer,
Right.
like I really know things. You know, that's the ego, the mind. And so I always have an answer, and so that's been, but what I've learned is that what really empowers students or people, clients, or, you know, just friends, family, whoever you might be, strangers like having an interaction with, is when that space in between is allowed, unless it's truly divinely guided and like God is speaking on your tongue sort of thing.
Right.
But to allow that silent space can be so powerful because sometimes people just saying something to you in your presence, they get it. There was this thing that I love where Quentin Tarantino, he had one friend that he would call up when he was like going through a rough draft of a script, and that he told his friend, don't tell me any advice. Just me knowing that your ear is listening helped him read it in different ways and go away and make adjustments. So like that, when we're in the presence of someone and they're sharing on whatever level, they tell us a woe and we want to tell them how they can fix it, you know, but even just sometimes them being seen, being heard is enough of a tonic, you know, for them. And we do this sometimes, is it's like, you know, when you ask me for what my offering is, that's as potent as not saying anything at all. And there's some music, dance music. I've been to enough clubs in New York that I do know that you got the and then it goes down. And it's like silent and everyone's like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Oh my god. It's like this silent space in between and then and everyone's like, ah! And you're dancing. And that's like the silent space in between. And that can happen when we are just holding that space sacredly for the other person. And I know that's kind of a wild example. But it's true, it's in music, it's in our conversation, it's in nature.